Hello, this is Linda, and I'm here to basically tell you what I've learned concerning the last two videos that I watched, which was about the Marshall McLuhan concept of global village, and the other one which was about the public sphere. As I think there's a somewhat relation between the two of those two videos, and I'll discuss that in a minute. But the global village I found very interesting because it very much related how we've transferred from being a lonely individual reading a book and learning everything we can from it about life and love, behaviors, the way we treat each other, what's normal, what's not, what's right, what's wrong. And that's a very isolated, lonely experience which we then go and share with others, and it's a very limited message that we share that can become big, but by word of mouth from one to another, but probably would never meet the extent of the global village such as Marshall McLuhan described. And even though we're still in that frame of mind and we're still transitioning from the Renaissance man to the tribal electronic man, we have a long way to go. Still the global village is very apparent in that books are still very important. We still learn a lot from books. We still use books for a lot of different things, mostly education, some for recreation, but the global village, just about everybody in the world, with probably few exceptions, has some contact with or some means of using electronic media. And I understand very well how Marshall McLuhan could relate to the fact that of the tribe and the drums and the message going out, because it's like he said, when that message goes out, it goes out all over the world to hundreds, thousands of millions of people all at the same time. And where the book, that you would read the book and you would formulate your own opinions and your own messages from that book in a way that was personal to you. Now the mass media, the electronic media, tends to put out messages that don't allow people, or don't give the benefit of, or it sends a message that you don't have to think about it. The message is right there for you to adopt, and so everyone gets the same message. They don't have to think about it. The message is right there. It shapes our thoughts, our opinions, our behaviors of what's right and wrong, and in my opinion doesn't leave a lot open to individualism. So, and then I thought the other video was somewhat similar and related to the global village in that the public sphere was about public people coming and discussing issues and having open debates about issues, and together as a community finding resolutions to that, and those debates involved all people of all classes, and it put forth their opinions about what they discussed and resolutions to issues they were having as a community. And that this also increased democracy, that in this manner the people, the locals, the public could basically get together and formulate opinions and resolve things outside of the more elite classes, and that the bourgeoisie was somewhat oppositional to this, because they wanted to put forth what was important to them and put forth their ideas and whatnot, and influence the more elite people. And they did this because the political process is staged and managed to benefit those the commercial interests, the pressure groups, and the vested interests. And some of the locations, I understand, were where people used to gather together socially and for business reasons, to the London coffee houses and Paris salons. But then those messages were also carried somewhat by newspapers and magazines and whatnot, which kind of was a very small example of the global image, in that it probably covered a more local area as opposed to global village, which covers everybody in the world. So I could kind of see somewhat similarities on a smaller basis in the second video. And basically the public sphere decreased the limitations on coercive powers of the state and government. It resulted in less censorship and the people being more informed, and also it increased individual public rights. So that's what I think I learned from it, and I hope that's okay, and I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you in class tomorrow. Bye.